All right, the banjo's got me fired up. For once, we have a full field. We have a course that might actually make these guys, have to think and not just, shoot minus 28. And we got the best field that we'll see all year because, there's some slappies here, but at least they're PGA slappies, right? So here you are. Yes, this is pre-recorded. It's less than an hour until the normal show would come in. So it's not like it's affecting any of the information that any of you guys would get because the whole point of the show is to have you guys the most updated information I could get you to get you ready to be successful at the Players. And I'm just going to tell you straight up, take everything I say with a grain of salt because the Players historically has kicked my ass. Now, for the past 2 years, I have found success at it. Part of that was me and my dude Cody Berry hit the 25,000 on Sunday Showdown, and he was one of the winners off of the wheel, which we've been having good luck this year. So I can just smell another one coming, right? All right, let's talk contest selection. As you can see, just right here on my screen, I already see some that just since it started has gotten maxed out. Look at that. Look at that. Let me move my big dome real quick. As per usual, what did our buddies at DraftKings do? They just don't make these contests big enough. The millionaire makers are filling not quite as fast. They're going to fill, but the reason they're not filling as fast is because the structure is so terrible on them. But for all the contests out there that have the good structure, like the $200 single entries, the $254 max, they're filling up like a good 12 hours before lock. And we're talking the most height time that most people are reserving spots are 6 to 11 o'clock the night before, right? So these guys are just missing how many? I mean, look at this, $100,000 backup on the main $20. So ridiculous. Whatever. But there is a lot of well-structured contests. I beg of you, do not play in the big top-heavy stuff. Try to find things where second place is at least half of first place, right? I mean, just look. You want to have a dream and $25. First place is $100,000, or first place is $1 million. It's a millionaire maker, but 10th place is $5,000. That's 1/200th. Could you imagine? Imagine beating 105,000 people and you get $5,000. And you're like, yeah, but I also could get the first. No, you couldn't. Because, you're just not gonna. I'm going to tell you right now, you're not gonna. And, just because you finished 10th, that still means that 9 guys beat you and you were nowhere near winning, okay? So, if you want to have a sweat, go get in these good contests, right? If you're a $200 guy a week, go play a $200 single entry and just look how much better structured they are. Your life will be so much better. That's all I can say. Shit on DraftKings. B, try to get you guys to play contests where you can be around to play this stuff again next year financially. So you don't, your wife doesn't beat you up like you're Lucas Glover, right? He does get beat up. It's true. That's why he got the broomstick, because now he can keep her away and push her away. Oh. Okay, yeah. That's why Lucas Glover had to learn karate to protect himself. Very sad story. Anyways, moving on. What's the next thing we check? New guy? Nope. It is not ownership, nerd. It's weather. And here you go about the weather. It looks beautiful Thursday. Of course, we're using HRRRRR. And it does look beautiful on Thursday. You can see that there's going to be pretty mild winds all day. Sun's out, guns out all day. Doesn't get above 70. So I don't think we're going to see crusty greens in the afternoon. It looks like the winds may pick up a little bit in the afternoon, which kind of flies in the face of convention because everybody I've heard talking this week wants a PM-AM advantage, and I see where there could actually be an AM-PM advantage. We'll have to see how that plays out, but that's one of those things, man. I would be refreshing windy.com, late into the night just to verify that nothing changes too crazy, right? And if you're like, dude, this is way too much, I don't jerk off to weather like you. Well, okay, you don't have to. It's just another tool to consider, right? But what I will warn you, watch out with these guys going out too early. 52, 56, like those, if your guy starts bright and early in the morning, this course is going to be cold, and cold does slow down scoring. It makes predicting your ball's distances way harder, and it's going to affect scoring, and I would expect that Thursday and Friday. So if you're playing guys in the morning, guys playing in the late morning, I think have a pretty big advantage over guys playing in the early morning, because those guys in the early morning might be, playing 4 to 8 holes in more difficult conditions, whereas those guys in the late morning that go out around, I think 9:41 is the last tee times, they're basically going to be out there in nutted weather the entire round. So if you see some guys who have really late round one tee times, I think you want to be interested in that, because I think they're going to get the nutted conditions specifically for Thursday, right? That's what I'm thinking. As for week long, we're going to see, it looks like right now that the morning of Friday could be a little windier, but we're talking like 7 miles an hour. I wouldn't even consider that in there. So what I'm thinking is, Is there going to be a weather edge? No, but not a traditional one, right? But I do think trying to get guys at certain times, NA times, or in a wave, and because like there's those guys, there's AM, PM, PM, AM, but even within that, some guys are going off at 7:40, some are going off at 9:40. I would be trying to target those guys in the morning. If you got playing a guy who has Thursday morning AM, I would certainly be targeting later times for those guys. Now, does that mean that you give up on a guy you like to go play some random slapdick simply just because he has that? Fuck no. I'm just trying to give you a couple pointers, whereas if you're trying to fill out your lineup or look for some new guys, that would be a really good place to look, right? All right, let's move on. Got to keep the show moving. Big guy. Not feeling so hot, but he's here for you guys because I love doing this with you every Wednesday. You can't take it from me. I don't care what you say, doctor. I'll punch you in the throat. There's other doctors out there, I hope. All right, here we go. Let's see. Scotty Scheffner coming in at bloody 31%. Bloody British people. Oh, he's not British? Okay. Scotty Scheffner. I just want to do the accent. That's the truth of it. Deal with it. All right, here you go. 12,800. Is ridiculous, but then they put those $5,000 guys in the field this week, if you haven't noticed, and really, it makes his pricing way too low. He should be $15,000 with $5,000 golfers in there, but whatever. So here we go. Scotty Scheffner over 30%. I don't give a shit what anybody says. When you are that high, hold on, let me get my, where am I at? There we go. When you are that high, you leave me no choice, Scotty. You, sir, are.
The man's donkey chalk, and we don't play donkey chalk.
We don't do that, except when we do at the Players, where Scotty Scheffner's won 2 years in a row and kicked everybody's ass. At least then we attempt to, we consider it. We consider it, right? All right, moving on from there, we got some guys that like are surprisingly low in ownership, and I think that these guys might come in even lower than this. And it's simply just because I think Scotty is going to be like 40% tomorrow. Okay. I didn't put him on Steam just because like he's just going to get steamed. Actually, you know what? I should have added him. Okay. Because he's getting steamed up. Scotty will be over 40, which is going to make all these guys stay very much in a very appropriate place as far as ownership goes. So Morikawa, Aberg, and McIlroy, you get I don't love it. Let me get a swig. But I can deal with it, right? I think you're just getting a great number because you've got a Scotty and Tommy sandwich here, right? On one side, you got Scotty Scheffner, and then down here in the 9,800s, you know this guy. I'm hoping for one time I'm going to be right about his ownership because people love him, but we're going to see. But in the meantime, I'm giving him this. I'm giving it to him. He is.
The man's donkey chalk, and we don't play donkey chalk.
He is donkey chalk, and there's a chance he could shoot up, but I have a little suspicion he might go the other way. From there, Sepp Straka coming in at 17%, right there in that same territory. I just can't do it. I love Sepp too. I'm probably going to play him, but where he's at alone in the 8,000s, where everybody else around him is like 8%, well, that just meets the definition of
the man's donkey chalk.
And I got to call it out when I see it. Got to call it out when you see it. From there, Matsuyama, Thomas, Lowry, Berger, they're all basically the same. Matter of fact, I would give Decky and Thomas kind of like, I don't even call that chalk. They're more like, okay, all right, guys, there's something to them. They're just not even chalk, right? Now, Lowry and Berger, who have even lower ownership, I'm actually going to give, I don't love it. You're like, well, why are they worse if they're lower numbers? Well, it's because they're in different ranges, brother. Chalk is based on how you are compared to those around you. Got it? All right, cool. Michael Kim, Joel Dahmen, I'm watching you. Michael Kim is definitely going to be. There's no doubt about this one. He is going to be.
The man's donkey chalk.
And I like Michael Kim. Big fan of Michael Kim, but he's going to be donkey chalk. And I'm going to give you one more. I would say Joel Dahmen. A lot of people say he's over 5%. You can't play him. Dude, if you like somebody down here, play him. Even if I give. Look, I'm going to do it right now.
The man's donkey chalk, and we don't play donkey chalk.
And I'm probably going to play Joel Dahmen this week, even though I just called him donkey chalk, right? Well, why would you do that? Well, it's simple, man. If I like Joel Dahmen, which I do, he's been playing tremendously well. I've never seen Joel Dahmen play this consistent of golf. Is it Joel Dahmen? God, I swear somebody changed his name, and I've been calling him Dahmen for 6 years, and now I just want to still call him that. I think it's Damon, though. Fuck me. All right, there you go. That is the ownership. Let's move on. But if there is ownership, there are going to be people moving backwards. I will tell you, my team built this ahead of me. That's why Scotty Scheffner didn't get there. But, what are you going to do? You got to entrust your people, and they did a good job picking them out. Just I wasn't there to oversee this one. All right, here you go. Justin Thomas. I just have a hard time believing that a guy whose game seems to be trending in the right direction, he's just sitting there alone at 10,100 could possibly come in that low. And if he does, well, I'm pretty damn excited about it. So I have my man, Justin Thomas, steaming up. That's right. All right, moving on. Who else do we got here? Old Russell Henley. I think a lot of people, projections around the industry have Russell Henley really low this week, and I think he's going to come in 5 to 6 points higher than people think. Look, don't be afraid to play Russell Henley, all right? Just because of how great he's been playing, don't let that get you off of him. He is a seasoned pro. He knows how to keep it together during these good runs, and he's a great course fit for TPC Sawgrass. With all that in mind, I think Russell Henley is going to steam up tonight. And lastly, Shane Lowry. Shane Lowry, if this course has any difficulty and it's going to play around -15, -12, those are the kind of courses you want Shane Lowry at. He plays well at those middle scoring courses. He is in good form. I swear it even looked like he lost a couple pounds. Am I the only one that saw that? Anyways, so there you go. I think Shane Lowry is going to steam up. Problem is, if people are steaming up, somebody's got to be moonwalking backwards. And let's start with old Aberg. Man, he looked like real shit last week, and I know a lot of people played him, and to be honest, he hasn't really looked that great. And about, outside of one showing in about the last 4 showings, 5 he's had, and who wants to pay 5 figures for a guy that's that wildly inconsistent? I don't think many people are going to want to, with basically this being a major. So I think he gets motorboated right past. people are going to motorboat right by him. Forgive me. It's probably those fancy drugs I'm taking that are attacking. All right, let's talk next. Tommy Fleetwood. Is he going to moonwalk? Look, for once in my life, I think we actually have him projected fairly high. So I think that maybe people see Tommy Fleetwood is not meant for this tournament. But then I also remember this community is blindly in love with Tommy Fleetwood. But this one time, I'm going to hold on to hope that they see the truth and this community moonwalks backwards. We shall see. And lastly, Maverick McNeely. He had some steam early in the week, but once you get to it, $8,900, when you look at the golfers around him, it's just superior golfers all around him. So with that in mind, there you go. That is steam versus moonwalk. All right, don't forget about my awesome scorecard that we've been using. I've been using this thing to get me out of so many things. You want to know about a player? Does he play better on tough courses, easier courses, long courses, short courses? It's all right here on DGen's scorecard. Let you know what they excel in when it comes to all facets of the game. And most importantly, it's compared against other golfers, right? Love this tool. It's just one of the things that we offer over here at Ship It Nation. So, I will be using this again, as I always do, because I'm going to just tell you, I've just given up on models. Most people I know in our community has too. It's just too much guessing, and too many people saying, "Oh, I know the right recipe. You've got to have out of the rough from 125." Okay, that shot may happen one time all week, but okay. All right, let's just talk about the field real quick. Scotty is going to be mega chalk. I'm telling you, he's going to be 40%. I think Rory's a pretty good bounce back candidate here. Xander showed some signs, but he just ain't back yet. He's just not there. I'm not playing a guy like that because he basically has to win or get top 3 at that kind of salary, right? Morikawa with a little meltdown. Didn't see that coming. I think he's a good candidate. Iceberg, he does seem a little broken. He seems a little broken. I am officially ready to unbreak Justin Thomas. I'm taking him off my broken list. And Cantlay is working to get off my broken list too, but there's also the whole middle ground where I just don't fucking like him. So I'm not going to play him. Let's see. Decky, this of course, man, I got to tell you, Decky makes a lot of sense this week. And so does old Tommy Fleetwood. Sungjae, this is the new Sungjae. He can play really well for a round or two, and it always seems to be round 1 or 2 and gets everybody excited he's going to have a good week. And then he just moonwalks his chubby ass backwards. Daniel Berger at 9,600, nobody's going to play simply just because of how expensive he is. He must have offered everybody at DraftKings a bunch of burgers or something to get them to make him that price. But if you want to get sneaky, he's a good guy to play. Same thing with Russell Henley. Wyndham Clark, man, that guy, it's like he can start a tournament. He just can't finish him. Pisses me off. Victor Hovland, a guy, is he broken? I still think he's kind of broken. He needs to quit dicking around with all this, all of the, these tweaks and stuff that he does. Victor Hovland, Shane Lowry right above him. I think I think Shane's trending really nicely. I think Shane is kind of like a Decky, just a dude that I think this is a really good week for both of them. Who else do we got here? I think it's almost time to take Jordan Spieth off the broken list. The guy's playing some golf now. Sure, he still does Jordan-esque things and finds bogeys when he shouldn't, but he doesn't seem mentally broken anymore, which is important to me. Anybody else we want to talk about here? Alrighty then. Let's see. Just making sure there's nobody else that I really wanted to tell you about that I got. I do like a Nick Taylor bounce back this week. I mean, not that he played so poorly last week, but you know, he was average last week, I guess. He just seems like he's due for one of his spike rounds. It still feels like Max Homa is broken. Ricky Fowler, maybe coming out of broke zone. I actually played him at Showdown on like Saturday. I was like, I cannot believe I just put Ricky Fowler in one of my lineups when I think he's broken. Broken usually is more of a week-long thing, though, than than a kick in the nuts thing. All right, so that's it. The one guy I am definitely not playing this week is going to be. You know what? I'm gonna go a little bit higher up. Put my balls out there a little bit. Let's go the one person I'm not playing this week. I just think he's broken. He needs to quit being silly and get back to playing the tee to green golf that he used to play. And that man's name is, why the fuck can I not see it? His name, there it is. His name, Victor Hovland.
Get the fuck out of here.
All right, my sleeper this week is a little dude who went to the same school as me. His name is Sam Stevens. Let's go.
A sweet old lady on a motorized cart.
Watch the wording down at the bottom. It's different than what they're saying.
My parakeet Petey? Huh? He's dead.
It's Dumb and Dumber, by the way, guys, if you lived in a cave.
Harry. What happened?
His head fell off.
We got no food. We got no jobs. Our pets' heads are falling off. We gotta get out of this town.
Yeah, and go where? Where are we gonna go?
I'll tell you where. Someplace warm. A place where the beer flows like wine. Where beautiful women instinctively flock like the salmon of Capistrano.
Did it get off?
About a little
I
place
think oh, shit. I think that... Fuck.
Mark, yeah.
Oh, damn it. The audio got off. Ain't shit going right tonight. I can't catch a fucking break.
Yeah. Mockingbird.
It's Jason Day, all right? It's Jason Day. You know what? I'm going to get him to edit this.
And if that mockingbird don't sing, she's gonna buy me a diamond ring. And if that diamond ring.
That's right. The one guy we're playing this week, it is Jason Day. All right. Let's get to it. Another huge week over at Ship It Nation. People flying the flag, finding success, having their own process, learning the process, spending their money on their contests and not their content, being part of a community that helps everybody, that is growing. We've by far got the biggest, fastest growing PGA team out there, community out there. I really encourage you to join it. It's awesome. We celebrate guys who win $5 and we celebrate guys who win $500,000. It is a unique community where we have the biggest hitters and the guys that just want to casually play on the weekends. You're all welcome at Ship It Nation. If you just spend 5 minutes in our Discord, you'd realize it's something different. Also, if you haven't heard, we kind of partnered up with SaberSim, like a monster deal. So now when you come to Ship It, you have access to the best optimizer out there. It's been awesome so far. It's only going to get better and better. We're so pumped about this. And when you sign up with us, sign up at Ship It Nation, and then you get SaberSim, you get it at the outrageously cheap price that you could never get it at, as if you went through another site or SaberSim itself. So I highly encourage you to sign up with us. And if you're a person that likes to use optimizers, you've got to get this SaberSim added on to your package, right? Don't do too much to your package, but add SaberSim. All right, don't forget, we have the greatest tools ever over here. This is the rest of my DGens notes, still proud of it. And of course, the Stone, the most effective, knowledgeable, useful tool in PGA DFS. All right, real quick, let's do the winner. This is to do $100 celebration code. I really, maybe it'll be Cody Berry again. That'd be amazing. We won $25,000 just 2 years ago. Maybe that's been 3 years now. Real sweet Lou. Reach out to me. All right, guys. That is everything. I hope that you enjoy this week. I hope that you take it all in. The Players is awesome. It is fun. You should have all kinds of fun. Don't try Showdown if you get off to a slow start. More than anything, man, just enjoy the process. Enjoy being a part of it and enjoy that you are alive to experience it. You never know when life can be taken away from you, so never take it for granted. Enjoy this week. Enjoy the outcome. Enjoy the results. Win or lose, just be thankful for it all. That's it, guys. Enjoy this outro. Put your hands up.